John Smith are waiting to talk to you. Support you in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to the Groucho Show. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Good evening. Good evening. Gertrude Bagwell and Captain John Smith, right? Too bad it isn't John Smith and Pocahontas, huh? Are you sure you're not Pocahontas?
I'm Gertrude Mabel Bagwell.
Yeah. And you're Captain John Smith of the Horse Marines?
I am John J. Smith.
Are you married, Captain?
No, I'm a widower.
Uh-huh. How long were you married?
Over 50 years.
How about you, Mabel, Gertie? Do you think he should get married again?
Yes, I do. I think everybody needs a companion.
What sort of work does your husband do, Gertrude?
I'm a widow.
Well, John, who knows? This may be your golden opportunity. Gertrude, if you were to get married again, how old a man are you after? I mean, are you looking for?
Well, I like a man younger than myself. I'm 75.
You're 75?
I am.
You don't look it. So how old are you, John? Are you over 60?
Didn't she tell you I was 75? Oh, she said she's 75.
No, she said she's 75. That makes you 150, huh? How old are you, John?
I'm 78.
70? Well, you don't look it. You're
Thank you.
a very young-looking man. Don't you think he's a young-looking man for 78?
Oh, yes.
I don't like that grim way you said that. Well, 78 once, 78 twice. Do I hear 79? Sold the Gertie back to Bagwell. Now, do you want him here, Gertrude, or do you want me to wrap him up and you can take him with you later?
Oh, you better wrap him up.
Now, what else, what do you want in a man besides a man who is young and vigorous?
Well, he would have to have a sense of humor.
Well, if you got one that old, you're the one's going to need the sense of humor.
And he'd have to have a car.
Got to have a car?
Absolutely.
Would a 78-year-old car be all right? Well, there's a lot to be said for companionship, so think it over carefully, Mabel, and you too, John. Takes lots of time. I'll give you each 10 seconds, and then both of you come out fighting. Now, let's see if you can make some money in the quiz. I'm sure you're interested in that.
I hope so.
George, would you bring out the questions, please? Well, put it up here, George, where the people can see it. Huh? Now, these are the easy ones, and they get progressively more difficult. What did they choose in the way of a category?
Spelling, right?
Spelling. Well, that ought to be easy for you, too. Huh?
Well, you want to...
Now, you realize you have 4 chances to make a total of $500.
These, that's an easy one, we hope.
The $100 ones are easier than the 200.
Well, I hope you...
Now, spell the word consommé, meaning a clear soup.
C-O-M-S...
You can get together on this, you know. You can decide and...
Yes, no, you present a united front here.
Yes.
What is it now?
C-O-N-S-O-M-E.
What is it?
C-O-N-S-O-M-E.
No, I'm sorry, John, but you left out one M.
One M.
It's C-O-N-S-O-M-M-E.
2 M's, that's right.
It's a French word meaning apple pie. It means a clear soup when it isn't raining.
Now, you have three more chances. Here.
Oh, For $200, spell the word acquiesce, meaning to consent or agree. Oh, boy.
Say that word again.
Acquiesce, meaning to consent or agree.
Acquiesce.
Yeah.
Acquiesce.
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 A-C-Q-U-E-S.
That's pretty good, but you left out 5 letters. Well, it's A-C-Q-U-I-E-S-C-E.
Never heard of it.
It's a French soup. It's a soup that is very famous for in France. Acquiesce soup.
Now, you have 2 more chances to make a total of $500.
Banana nut cake.
I was saying they have 2 more chances to make a total of $500. And you selected spelling here. $300 this time. These are a little tougher.
I dread this one. Spell the word somnambulism, meaning sleepwalking. Somnambulism, meaning sleepwalking.
Somnambulism. S-Y-N-A-M-B-U-L.
Somnambulism.
Somnambulism.
S-O-M-N-A-M-B-U-L-I-S-M.
You got it! Now, what happened? You went mad.
Now,
He got it, Mabel.
I say.
Aren't you proud of him?
Yeah.
Give him a kiss. Okay, here we go for the last one.
now, one more chance, and you've got $300. You have to have a total of 5 to come back and try for the 10,000. So you don't have to go that. I don't want to help you, but I'm going to. Why don't you take a $200? Huh?
I've taken both.
Easier.
See,
All right.
I really think.
See, the idea is to get 500, and you have a better chance with the $200
These are
one
tougher.
than you do with the $300 one, unless the word is
I've
acquiesce.
already had
You've had 3. This is your last chance.
Would you like acquiesce over again?
No.
No. Look at how Mabel admires him. Come up play a little towards the mic here, Mabel.
Sure.
You're not afraid of me, are you?
No, I just seem I'm awfully glad to meet you.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, too. You're a very nice girl. You doing anything later, Mabel? Well, I wish I was. For $200, spell the word maladroit, meaning clumsy or awkward. Maladroit. Maladroit. It's in Michigan. Yeah?
Maladroit. Maladroit.
M-A-L-N-D-O-D-R-O-I-T.
Now, you're oh boy. I think maybe you better try it, huh?
You better try it.
Slowly. And
Say it again.
Maladroit.
M-A-L-A-D-R-O-I-T.
You got it, Mabel. Give him a big kiss. Congratulations. We'll see you, Mabel. We'll see you later, Mabel, huh?
Groucho, we have a special guest to talk to you now. He is one of the best-known figures in the worlds of sport.
The best-known figure that I know is Marilyn Monroe.
Groucho, as I was saying, we have this special guest who wants to talk to you, and he is one of the... Yes, he's one of the best-known figures in the world of sports, Mr. Lou Nova. And his partner is Mrs. Housing Development from Seattle, Jean Snyder. So, folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to the Groucho Show.
Thank you.
Say the secret word, and you'll divide an extra $100. Lou Nova, I'm glad to see you.
Well, thank you. Very nice to meet you, Groucho.
For those of you who can't place this chap, let me tell you, he was one of the best heavyweights of the last 20 years. I never could understand why you didn't get to be champion. Is it because you lost so many fights? How close did you come to beating Joe Louis?
Well, Joe and I had a pretty good fight that night. In fact, it was one of the largest gates in history. And I figured that I could lick him if I could get that cosmic punch in there.
But you didn't really think that you were going to beat him, did you?
Yes, I did, Groucho. Actually, Louis was a fine puncher, but I could take a punch about as good as anyone.
I should say you did.
But if I'd have landed...
Yeah.
But you know, there's only a quarter of an inch difference between winning and losing the World's Heavyweight Championship.
That's true.
That's true. Now, for instance, if I'd have landed that punch, here's what happened. Make believe now this is Joe Louis. My idea was to make Louis throw his right hand at my chin and make him miss. A quarter of an inch. All I needed to do was make him miss by that quarter of an inch.
Then he'd have
And
been
so I
open.
jabbed him, and I dropped my left jab. Naturally, Louis saw the opening, and he throws his right hand at my chin.
What
I
was that?
pulled my head back. But he didn't miss.
Well, that... Well,
He
you...
cheated.
Huh? You cheated, huh?
When I woke up, he was gone. Everybody was gone.
Now, let me your name is Jean Snyder,
Yes,
is that right?
Groucho.
How long have you been married, Jean?
13 years.
You say you're from Seattle?
Yes, I am, Groucho.
And you live in a housing development then?
Yes.
Is this a split-level house?
No, we live in the Rock Hill housing development in Seattle, and it is an area of about, I would imagine a radius of 10 blocks.
Well, you're one of the smallest housing developments we've ever had up here. How tiny are you, Jean? Are you teeny tiny?
Yeah, I'm teeny
Oh, you're teeny.
Well, I weigh 93 pounds, and I'm 5 feet tall.
What are your dimensions right now?
Well, I'm 6'2", and I weigh 240 pounds.
Well, you're not very much overweight, considering that...
No, not really, because you see, a fighter's weight at a fight is not his true weight. For instance, I weighed 2.5 when I fought Lewis, but my actual weight would be close to 220 pounds.
You know, things are coming back to me now. You were an exponent of Yogi, weren't you? Is that what you call it?
Yes, there was quite a bit of publicity on the Yogi bit because it was unusual. And I studied it when I was training for Lewis and for Max Baer and some of the other top fights that I had.
That's a method of breathing and praying.
And conditioning. I didn't go into the praying bit, Groucho. I did the conditioning. It's a wonderful conditioner.
Well, when you fought Lewis in the 6th round, you were in a position to pray, weren't you?
Well, only while I was down.
What kind of exercise would you prescribe for me?
Well, one of the finest, I think, is the development of your... getting lots of air, aerating your lungs and getting your diaphragm exercise. And this is one of the finest exercises that I know. I call it the laughing Yogi Nova. It goes like this.
You know, I think Lewis hit him harder than he realized. Is that all you do? You stand around all day and go in hysterics laughing?
No. Groucho, I have become an inventor since I became a fighter, and I have an invention called the Yogi Nova. Which is probably the greatest aid to mental and physical health in the past 6,000 years.
The Yogi Nova.
The Yogi Nova.
Sounds like a nickel candy bar.
The Yogi Nova allows you to stand upside down without putting your weight on your head. And that's why I say the yogis have been standing on their head for 6,000 years, and I've improved upon it. And I have one here. May I show it to you, Groucho?
You mean you're going to stand here for 6,000 years?
Well, I just stand here a few seconds, okay?
Yeah, sure. Well, don't do it. Come here. Do it here where we can see it.
This is the Yogi Nova, Groucho.
Oh, I thought it was Neapolitan ice cream.
It's a pretty pink, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty punk, too. Huh?
See the way this works, Groucho. Excuse me, would you hold my coat?
Sure. You got any money in it? I could pass it up and down here and pick up a few bucks.
Thank you. Now, it's very simple. It's like a runner making a start, you see? And then you just lightly go up against the wall. You see, now, whereas the average person can't stand on their head, this is support you. You can't possibly miss.
That's a good idea, you know that, because you stand on your head hurts, and this way it isn't touching the floor.
That's right, and you get all the wonderful circulation.
Very ingenious idea you've got there, and I think you ought to sell a lot of those.
Well, yes, I hope to, Groucho, in time.
Have you sold any yet?
I sold 6 last year.
How much
were to my relatives. Would you like to
don't just stand there. Say something.
Well, okay.
Say something upside down.
I like Shakespeare, so I recite something from Shakespeare.
That's good.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortunes, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what kings might probably have suffered all this mortal toil. Best of us toils. There's a respect that makes calamity in so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of the spy's love, the law's delay, the influence of office and the spurned of patient merit of the unworthy takes,
when he himself might as quiet as making a bear bodkin. Who would fall as bad as run and sweat under a weary life? But that's a dread of something after death.
Oh, you can get up now, Lou.
From his born, no travel returns, puzzles the will, and makes us therefore bear those ills we have, and fight what is we know not of.
That was wonderful, Lou. That was absolutely wonderful. I bet you Shakespeare never thought when he wrote that this is the way it would wind up. Well, you're certainly a most unusual couple. And I wish both of you lots of luck. Would you want to try that?
No, thank you, not right now.
No? When you, later on, maybe?
Oh, I'd love to, yes.
By the way, Gene, you know our judges want to see you in a bathing suit. When you get the bathing suit on, would you try it?
Well,
Lou would help you, you know.
Yes, I'll be happy.
You might be crazy about it. We'll all help you, huh?
But there's just one trouble. You know, I have been watching this contest, and all the girls on the contest are very, very tall, very statuesque, very beautiful women. And I'm only 5 feet tall, and I was wondering if it would be all right with you if I came out of my bathing suit with just my own personal touch.
I want to say something to you, Gene.
Yes.
You know Janet Gaynor, you remember her?
Yes.
She was one of the biggest stars in the movies, and she was smaller than you are. And Napoleon was smaller than you are, too. Remember that? And he ruled an entire, practically all of Europe. Of course, I never saw him in a bathing suit before. Now, George, Louis, you better put your coat on. It's getting pretty cold in here.
Thank you.
Now, what category did they choose?
Nicknames of famous people, right?
Yes, that's right.
Let them see it. Put it up here. Now, you know the game. You know how to play the game?
Yes.
These are the easiest, and they get progressively harder. Okay. You got to win $500 to get a chance later at the big money.
All right, well, let's be...
Start with
Go for
300.
broke, you know.
All right, it's worth $300 then.
Who was the politician known as the curmudgeon? C-U-R-M-U-D-G-E-O-N. Curmudgeon. This is for $300.
Huey Long?
No, he could have been, but this happened to be Harold Ickes during the FDR administration.
You have 3 more chances to make
Got a long ways to go.
$500.
All righty, let's try it, too. Yeah.
What German soldier for $200 was known as the Desert Fox?
All right, Rommel.
Rommel or Rommel?
You now have $200 and 2 more chances to make 5. Another 2.
What American general was known as Old Hickory?
Oh.
Old Hickory. American general. Old Hickory.
I can't think of it.
Andrew Jackson.
Sure.
Well, now you have 200. This is your last chance to make a total of 5.
Well, that's starting to leave.
Yes, it does.
Go for broke.
Go for broke.
Okay, well, good luck. What French statesman was called the Tiger?
Right. You said.
Clemenceau.
You, Louis, you hit it right on the button.
That's good. You have
George S.
$500.
Clemenceau.
It's of course means that we come back later on and try to do $5,000 or $10,000.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you later, and Jeannie, when you come back, have the bathing suit on. And you too, Louis, yeah?
John Smith are waiting to talk to you. Support you in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to the Groucho Show. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Good evening. Good evening. Gertrude Bagwell and Captain John Smith, right? Too bad it isn't John Smith and Pocahontas. Huh? Are you sure you're not Pocahontas?
I'm Gertrude Mabel Bagwell.
Yeah. And you're Captain John Smith of the Horse Marines?
I am John J. Smith.
Are you married, Captain?
No, I'm a widower.
How long were you married?
Over 50 years.
How about you, Mabel, Gertie? Do you think he should get married again?
Yes, I do. I think everybody needs a companion.
What sort of work does your husband do, Gertrude?
I'm a widow.
Well, John, who knows? This may be your golden opportunity. Gertrude, if you were to get married again, how old a man are you after? I mean, are you looking for?
Well, I like a man younger than myself. I'm 75.
You're 75?
I am.
You don't look it. So how old are you, John? Are you over 60?
Didn't she tell you I was 75? Oh, she said she's 75.
No, she said she's 75. That makes you 150, huh? How old are you, John?
I'm 78.
70? Well, you don't look it. You're
Thank you.
a very young-looking man. Don't you think he's a young-looking man for 78?
Oh, yes.
I don't like that grim way you said that. Well, 78 once, 78 twice. Do I hear 79? Sold the Gertie back to Bagwell. Now, do you want him here, Gertrude, or do you want...